Hey guys, Corey here from Sky's the Limit Car Care, and today I'm really excited to talk to you about the all-new WheelX from CARPRO. WheelX was just released this past month by CARPRO at SEMA 2024, and everybody's going nuts for the product. So today we're going to go over why that is, what WheelX is, when it should be used and when it should not, what is the safety of this product, should it be used on aluminum, chrome, anodized, like what can I and can I not use this product on? And finally, how does it compare to products like Tuga and other wheel cleaners on the market? Last but not least, we're going to do a demonstration on it, and we're going to talk to you about the sizes it's offered in, the price, and what you can expect from this product moving forward. So number one, what is WheelX? WheelX is an extremely powerful one-step wheel cleaner which you can use on most wheel surfaces. It dissolves brake dust really easily, think Iron X, but it also dissolves grease, dirt, all sorts of things. Anything that's going to be on your wheel that you don't want on your wheel, this is going to take it right off. So number two, how safe is this product? Well, it's pretty safe. On most finishes, it's extremely safe. It is slightly acidic. The pH level, we measured it ourselves, and the pH level is 6. That's a little acidic, not extremely acidic, but it's still something that you want to be careful with on certain finishes, which we'll get into shortly. So number three, when should this product be used? Should you use this as a weekly maintenance product? Should you use this when your client's car or it comes in hammered, or you haven't washed your own car for 3, 4, 5 months? These are really important questions to ask anytime you're using a wheel cleaner. One thing that we see with a lot of our customers, they have a tendency to see a wheel cleaner and think they need to use it every week. That is almost never the case, and it's certainly not the case with this product. While it won't cause any damage to the appropriate wheel finishes, and you could use it every week, you're kind of wasting your money, and we hate to see people do that. So what we would recommend is that you use this when you need it. Your regular wash each week, or bi-weekly, whatever you're doing, you could just use Reset for that. You could just use Reset, your microfiber magnetism credit brush. All that stuff's going to come right off, especially if you have it protected with like Hydro 2 Light or a ceramic coating or something like that. If not, if you've got some ground on, or really ground in dirt on there, or it's been in a few months and you've got some iron buildup, some brake dust that has stuck to that finish, then that's the perfect time to use this. So depending on how you care for it, could be once a month, could be you won't need it until 3 months down the line. Or it could just be on all of the cars that are coming in if you're a professional detailer. Then in that case, you're going to want to use it on pretty much every car, unless it's something, one of the cars that you maintain regularly. So number four, what finishes can you use it on? The most important question, right? It is slightly acidic, like I said, pH 6, neutral's around 7. pH 6 is slightly acidic. That means you want to be cautious on aluminum, raw aluminum and polished aluminum surfaces. That's an aluminum wheel that does not have any clear coat on it, doesn't have a powder coating, doesn't have anything else protecting it. If it's raw aluminum, then you want to be cautious, or if you leave it on too long, you may have to give it a light polish to remove any staining that can occur. So that actually brings me into the next question, which is, I think that was number 5 that we're on. Number 5 is, how does this compare to other wheel cleaners? Like Tuga is one that we've already been asked a ton, because that's clearly the kind of the king of the mountain over the last few years. Out of every wheel cleaner that we've tried, including Tuga, WheelX is actually stronger and more effective than every single one of them on the market, other than wheel acid. But anything that's relatively safe or very safe, WheelX is clearly the king in every test we've tried. And again, that's even including Tuga. It's slightly stronger than even Tuga. It's not quite as safe as Tuga. And so that goes into when you should use one versus the other. WheelX on pretty much every surface, clear coated, powder coated, chrome, all these surfaces are going to be perfectly safe to use WheelX. If you're not sure what your finish is, or if it's if you know it's aluminum, then you're better on the side of caution, and that's using the Tuga wheel cleaner, which is also phenomenal, works very well, and it is a little bit safer. Last but not least, before we get to our demonstration, who is CARPRO WheelX made for? As with most of the products in the CARPRO lineup, WheelX is made for both professionals and do-it-yourself consumers. If you are just taking care of your own car and you're tired of working so hard to get everything off the wheel, or you're not sure if you're getting everything off of there and you're having to go through multiple products to try to do it, then WheelX is most certainly for you. If you're a professional that just wants the best for your clients and is tired of working so hard to try to make the car look the way you want it, then WheelX is also for you. We've been using it for months. We're absolutely blown away by it. We know you guys are going to love it, and we're excited to show you what it can do right now. All right, guys, so normally we would never use this product in the sun if we didn't have to, but we really wanted you guys to get a look at the visuals of it, so we went ahead and pulled it over here. It is really cool today, and we're going to go ahead and get to the demo. All right, guys, so first step with washing the car, obviously, is the wheels, and we start that by rinsing the wheel off. So give it a nice rinse. Get up there in the wheel wells. Now that we've got it rinsed off, now we're able to go ahead and apply the CARPRO WheelX. So the important thing with any wheel cleaner is that you want to get it all over the surface. You don't need to necessarily over apply it, but you do want to get at least a fine mist on everything. So if you can get up in the barrels like that, I like to get in there first, especially if we're having to work in the sun for a minute, just so you guys can see everything better. Normally we would not use this product in the sun, but we're just doing that so you can see all up in here. So we got the inside of the barrels where it's in the shade. We're going to go ahead and get it on the surface here. The other thing I would say is that if you're upwind, you always want to be cognizant when you're spraying chemicals. You do not want to inhale them. Make sure they're blowing away from you. Wear the proper PPE, and you know, keep your lungs safe with chemicals that you use. So that's more than enough product. The really cool thing about WheelX is this stuff's going to work super fast. You'll see it melting here, and on this, you'll see it melting the iron or the brake dust right off here really quickly. And this particular finish is kind of difficult to see it turning purple, but we'll flash a couple pictures up here on the screen that'll show you on a silver wheel the brake dust just being eaten right off the surface. So within just a minute, you can see it's already done its work. It's peeling off not only the brake dust and the dirt and everything else, but at this point we can go ahead and hit it with a brush, or if you hit it with a pressure washer, it's going to make a huge difference all on its own. But we always recommend to go ahead and give it a light agitation. But just so you can see how much it does just on its own, we'll take a look at this. Now we do always recommend to use a brush. That's the only way you're going to get everything off of a dirty wheel. So we've still got the wheel cleaner in there on the other half of this wheel. And I love the Microfire Madness Incredible brush for these wheels. It works on a lot of them, but even in the spokes I can get not just the barrels, but I can fit this right into every part of these spokes. So I love that. On other wheels, I like the Microfire Madness Incredible Flare because I can just wear it on my hand and reach around here, reach around spokes. But on these ones, I don't even need that second tool. I can just get all up in everywhere. So with any wheel cleaner, including WheelX, it's always very important to obviously remove all the remnants of the chemicals that you've used. And for that, we're going to go ahead and just spray it off with our pressure washer. If we were using our garden hose, then we would just put our, our fire nozzle on, or whatever type of nozzle you have, and rinse it off just the same. Now I'm going to go ahead and show you how much cleaner it got it with the brush opposed to without. It's important to note that these wheels have not been washed in probably 6 months. So over here, you can see there's nothing coming off. And if we go wipe here, there should be a little bit. Actually, still nothing's coming off. So that WheelX worked. We still always recommend to use the brush, but even in the places where I didn't brush, it's very, very little coming off. It feels smooth. And the WheelX just did an incredible job, even on these wheels that I haven't washed in, like I said, 6 months. Even these areas here where the brush never touched, just incredible what a difference it makes. So as you can see in our demonstration, WheelX works extremely well. It makes it super easy to clean the surface with little effort and provides a really clean finish. As I mentioned, these wheels had not been cleaned in probably 5-6 months, maybe longer. And it easily removed all of that dirt with barely an agitation from the brush. In some areas, the brush didn't even bring anything else off of it. It worked so well. We did pull it over into the sun, and that was just so that you could see into these difficult to see or difficult to view finish. But that's something that we do recommend against. You do not want to use wheel cleaners like WheelX in the sun or on a hot surface. Other precautions are to protect your skin with chemicals. Do not inhale the chemicals, use the proper PPE. And that's pretty much all we've got for today. I wanted to thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you loved it. If you have any comments or questions, make sure to leave those below. Do not forget to click the subscribe or the notification bell. Both of those things help us get our content to you easier and create better content for you. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you haven't already picked up a bottle of WheelX, then be sure to do so at carpro-us.com. We've got both the 500 ml and the 1 liter available, and by January 1st, 2025, the gallons will be in stock as well. I hope you guys enjoyed. Talk to you next time.